Hello, Glenn and Logan, and anybody else who on the Wondershare team who I might have the pleasure of speaking with. My name's John Williams. I'm actually sending you this email by email. Sorry, this is live, the unrehearsed, unscripted. I'm actually sending you this by video because I am in a cast right now, so it's a major pain in the butt to type. Oh my gosh. But this is actually very nice. This is the first time I've done this, and I might just reproduce this strategy. I'm actually writing in several aspects. I don't want to make the tone of this too negative, although there is one tiny piece that was involved negative. I have had such a good time getting to know Logan, I think his name is, and the guy over at the Filmora Facebook team. All I can say is very successful implementation using Facebook to coordinate with the public. I know a lot of companies are doing that now, and after having used this myself to talk to them, I just think it's fantastic. Great idea. I just wanted to explain a little bit about my experience so far with the Wondershare software and the team and just everything in general. Um, I was looking for an editing tool and came across your software, and because to tell you the truth, let me give you a little bit of a background about me. I live in Peru. I've been here for about 3 years. I just don't even know how I got here, really. I came for tourism and I fell in love with the place, and I just stayed here. It's just been so fantastic to be able to learn Spanish and to be able to date, in another language and just have everything occur in your life, but only in a new language. It's been something so divine that I can't even describe. Um, and so I chose to stay here and live my life, and I hasn't been for the money because I am a cell phone programmer. I was for Alcatel. That was my last job before I made this life decision, and I was doing very, very nicely for myself. I've had to take major sacrifices to do what I'm doing out here. I don't have the right to work for Peru, so that makes things, kind of interesting. But someday I hope to get that, I just think that it would take a little more planning. But that's neither here nor there. Um, the reason why I decided to use the video was the software was to try to impress a girl who I was really, I still am kind of totally in love with. Like, I think that in Peru sometimes there's these amazing women, and you just, they're more open to and susceptible to romantic gestures, let's just say, than the Americans that I've come across are. It's a very romantic, beautiful culture. And I came across the girl, and I just decided one night that I was going to make a video for her. So I'm going to show you the video, okay? I have it all ready to rock and roll. It's got a nice little big F right in the middle of it for your review. Um, and and I and but it's really cute, and I think you're gonna get the idea that I was really feeling some inspiration using this software. And I personally think a video editing software is only as good as the video editor in some regards, and I just think you guys are really gonna be impressed by the work I did. And I'm really excited too because I can say it's a wonderful software. My God, I haven't done editing since I was a 15-year-old kid. I used to have a tiny experience to do some assistant video editing in Hollywood, and I just kind of grew up with that original generation of computer geeks. But yeah, this was great. I can't believe how the effects and the fades. It's just and you will see that I did a really good job. I'd like to think. Um, but one thing that I was not expecting was that watermark at the end. I really want to say that was a big sucker punch because I did read the limitations. I thought I read them, and it even has a little pop-up that shows up and says, "Hey, this is a fully functional software." And so if I missed that, I will be surprised because I actually saw there's a YouTube. If you go on YouTube, you will see there's actually a big comment that's got all these likes that says, thank you. I don't remember what it said. It said, "Thank you, Wondershare, for the letting me know at the end." And it's just this guy like crying that he wasted all this time with a shareware editor that he couldn't even output, you know. And that's exactly how I felt. I swear I liked that thing, and I just thought, I mean, more than liking it, it just made me laugh out like tears because that is exactly how I, and I'm sure everybody feels. There's no clue out there that you're going to get a big fat F. Um, but that's not here nor there. What I really wanted to say was, I looked into becoming into the sponsorship program, and that is how I came across the Filmora and the Wondershare Facebook team, and they've been very nice. Let me pause this real quick because I need to take a breath. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, I was totally excited because I found out you guys have a sponsorship program, and I was like, well, I have about 200 followers, and honestly, I just thought that was very nice because just the idea that you would give away your software to somebody just for promoting you, and there are a lot of people who have a ton of like followers. I don't even know how they got them. Like they just click add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend. They're just a bunch of unknown people. And so there's quite a bit of people that would really work out great for. And so I totally think it's awesome that you guys are doing that. So I have like 200 friends, and I made it my mission. I said, you know what? I am going to go out and I'm going to win this company. Not like because I have so many followers, but just I just was dying to like win you guys. I hope you understand that I don't make a lot of money out here. It's so hard for me to get by and do what I'm doing. I'm trying, you know, I'm really trying to. I think that with all my background in IT, once I get to the next level in my IT career, I could probably work from anywhere. But right now, my opportunities are very limited, and I also recently lost my job. Just, you know, it happens from time to time. It was a job of 2 years. So that's been really a big impact on me too. Otherwise, I'd just go out and buy the thing. I mean, it's 40 bucks. But anyway, so I was like, you know, God, I just put a whole night into writing basically a totally heartfelt editing. I mean, I was crying after I got through watching this video I made, you know, because of what it represented to me. To be able to put something out to a girl on my Facebook page in the form of an edited video that was just looked so professionally done. It looked like somebody out of Hollywood put it together, and I just said, wow, I'm going to try my best to win these guys, you know, with my heart, you know, because you really had me believing that this is such a great company, and it's just everything about you guys, you know, and the Wondershare staff being so nice with me and making me believe that maybe they could help me out, you know, maybe they could talk to somebody and go through a certain department, and maybe they could explain my story that, you know, I'm not a guy with 5,000, you know, followers that they got out of a Cracker Jack. I'm just some guy out in Peru who really likes the software. And boy, any one of the girlfriends that I know, if you were to talk to them, you know, I was even I'm gonna send you a screenshot. I even wrote one of my hottest girl friends in Spanish who has 5,000 followers, and I said, you know, because you guys, by the way, I used your software in Spanish. I just automatically picked up in Spanish because I'm on a Spanish computer, and it was like, wow, I mean, it's really good in Spanish. I know how to speak enough Spanish to know that was a good experience. So I was thinking, hey, you know, with all this in mind, it might be unique if I got maybe one of my girlfriends with 5,000 followers, or maybe one with 2,000 followers. Pretty much all the girls I know are one of those types of girls who have a crap load of followers, you know, because I don't mess with ugly girls. So I said, hey, maybe I can just get one of my friends to do it, and I'll just, like, you know, help them out with something. And I actually wrote one of my friends. I'm going to send you a screenshot. I put out my own review on my Facebook page, and I told I'm going to send you a screenshot of that too. And anyway, let me pause it again because I'm just really nervous. This is going to be an unedited video. I can't do any cuts, so I don't want to say anything like stupid that's going to mess up this whole video, so hang on. Now, you have to know, my 200 followers are, you know, not obtained out of a Cracker Jack box, like I said. The girls I know with 5,000 viewers, geez, what better review if I could get a review onto their page, because I realized that making a movie for a girl that you want to court and that you want to try to impress or woo is a very good idea, and it's a very unique form of doing something on Facebook to gain the attention of a girl, which that's largely what Facebook is being used for these days. I'm starting to learn. I'm 34 years old, so I'm kind of tipo antiguo. Why can't I think in English one time? I'm kind of old-fashioned, um, but having said that, yeah, everybody's using Facebook for dating these days. So I said, hey, I'll just send it out to a girl with 5,000 viewers, and these are guys that are probably trying to impress the girl in the first place. They'll probably be buying the software and then making videos about her, and I just thought that it was a good idea. And my 200 followers are, they're all my friends, and I'm an IT professional, who has totally sacrificed his career for 2 years in order to gain an experience that was non-monetary, that to me was more precious than money. And my friends are the types that would also be very interested in a software like this. So I also did a review for them. And then I went and talked to the Filmora team and the Wondershare team, and wow, these guys made me believe that anything's possible. I think that they're wonderful people, and I hope to stay in touch with them down the line because they're just, they kept a layer of professionalism, obviously, but deep down, more than anything, they just seem like they're really genuinely good-hearted people, that just are out to help others. And that was amazing. That was one of the biggest nice things I like about your company. Believe it or not, I didn't realize that that could go such a far way, a long way as it did. But then they finally helped me track down the person who's in charge of the sponsorship. I don't know what to call it, that department that deals with who to sponsor and who not. And I wrote her and I told her, all about my story, how I was just kind of hurting. It wasn't like in a monetary, I'm going through a phase of life where I'm not focused on money. Let's just say that. I'm not hurting. I'm just not focused on money. I'm going for other things. I wish I could edit this sometimes, but I can't. So when I told her about my story, I was expecting some kind of a response like, okay, we'll see if we can get you hooked up. Or, yeah, maybe one of these girls with 5,000 views would help you qualify. Or, no, Mr. Williams, I regret to inform you that you do not qualify for our sponsorship program. Some kind of, I had already become accustomed with the software and with the Wondershare team. I'd already been accustomed to 5-star, quality, and you've just been given an amazing impression of you guys personally. But then when I didn't receive a response to my first 2 emails, I started to get a little panicked because, believe it or not, the video is time sensitive. Everything about it is time sensitive, and if I post this thing in 2 months, it's not even going to make sense, and I will have lost all my time. I spent like 6 hours. I was stayed up, sleepless night producing this video. It was incredible, and I'm going to lose all that, and I'm going to be left with such a sour experience, about everything. And so yeah, my first 2 emails to that lady being ignored, or I assume it's a lady. I think it's a lady. I heard. Those emails being ignored, yeah, it kind of sucked. I was like, I was checking my inbox every day. I was like, certainly I'm going to see something. And so then I kept writing the other team, Filmora, Wondershare. I was writing everybody. I think I even wrote you guys' sales department one time. And I was saying, hey, can you see what's going on maybe? Like, I just want to get this thing out. I didn't know there was going to be a big F on my screen, or I'd have probably just gone with some like shareware software or something. Can you see if there's something she can do? And I sent her another email, an even better email. I think the title was, let me check. I think the title was, I am praying that you can help me. Like, praying. I put that in the title. I'm going to also forward that over to you. I just wanted to send this video at first. I'll send you all the correspondences from me and the email I was provided, and but yeah, totally ignored. And then I sent an even better email, and I went through all the same process that I went through with the Filmora guy, explaining the cute girl, the fact that I'm in Peru, going through a spiritual experience rather than a physical, monetary experience. And I tried to reproduce all that to her, no response. And finally, I just realized I wrote the guys at Fillmore Wondershare again, and they said, "Hey, well, I'm gonna see if I can get through to her. Let me check it out. Let me see what's going on." And then they said, "Well, I don't know what they said. I think one of them had to tell me, oh yeah, she didn't want to go ahead and help you after all this time. Sorry, sorry, we wanted to help, but she doesn't want to help, or you're not quali. They didn't say she doesn't want to help. They said, your page doesn't meet the requirements. They said it in a professional way, obviously. But I said, wow, how nice of her to, waste all my time, because this was like 2 or 3 weeks I was waiting to get an email response that I could have been reproducing this video in. I mean, it basically, by not answering me, it really affected me. And plus, I wasn't expecting it, because it's just such an unprofessional thing to go in and open your Outlook in the morning and to see an email sitting right on top. And I work in IT, so I know how to get an email right on top. When a person walks in the door, I know what time zone you guys are on, and to see that and to just ignore it, I was dumbfounded. Like, what the fuck? I mean, this is after receiving some of the best service I had ever received on a Facebook. I've never even used Facebook to correspond with other businesses before, and I was like, what is this? So anyway, I finally got to the point where I asked, and I said, hey, I want to let you know, I wrote that lady, and I said, I'm just I said, I'm sorry. I said it's a real piece of crap. Somebody who would ignore another human being like that. I'm a human being, and for you to just ignore me, and not. I said very unprofessional. I didn't go very. I wasn't intense. Okay, I didn't say anything like ah. I just said, only a piece of crap would ignore another human being like that. And that was because I was so frustrated. Okay, I just had to tell somebody off one time. It's just one little thing I said, and I try to keep it really controlled. But really, I went back, because I'm a very professional person myself. I've worked in business my whole life, and I just told her, I said in uppercase, I said, very unprofessional. Thank you for wasting my time. And that's what it really did, because if she'd have just gotten back to me with a no promptly, I'd have just, yeah, okay, understood, move on. Um, so anyway, Glenn, in summary, I just wanted to send you an email because I heard that you were, somebody that, was one of the managers over there. I'm not sure if the lady at what was it, Filmora at Wondershare, or Wondershare at Filmora, I'm not sure if that person is one of your employees, but I definitely recommend that you have a discussion with that person, because they just totally made almost ruined the impression that I got from your company. That nice Filmora Wondershare team, and the fact that they got me in touch with you right away, that I have not lost hope. I'm very impressed with your company still, but I did want to tell you that this was. Can I just say it one time? This was BS, man. I'm serious. That was not how you treat even a human being, but a serious customer. And nonetheless, I am a serious customer. I am still impressed by your company. So anyway, I'm just gonna cut this off. This was an unedited video. But thank you very much for taking the time to hear me out, sir. And I definitely look forward to speaking with you if you would permit me. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.